WLNS is here for you with 6 News at 6.
5 men under arrest in Jackson County as part of a child sex trafficking sting. It's our top story at 6. Thank you for joining us. I'm Siobhan Klepfer.
And I'm Sherry Jones. A joint operation between Michigan State Police and the Jackson Narcotics Enforcement Team arrested the 5 men who are between the ages of 34 and 48.
The sheriff's office says the suspects each took part in illegal activity with detectives and deputies who they thought were underage girls. All of them were charged with accosting a child for immoral purposes and using a computer to commit a crime. 3 of the men are from Jackson County. 1 is from Lenawee County and is also charged with carrying a concealed weapon. And the last man is from Ingham County and is being charged as a habitual offender. We have more details on these suspects on our website, WLNS.com.
We have an update for you tonight after 2 bodies were found in a freezer at a home in East Lansing earlier this month.
East Lansing police say they have identified a person of interest in this case, but that person is dead.
It happened November 7th in the 1500 block of Wintercrest Street. Now, police were called out just after noon and found the bodies of 2 people. Investigators have not yet named the person they believe was involved or given any details about the double homicide. The number for the detective sergeant on this case is on your screen right now. Call in a tip if you know anything that could help solve this case.
Tonight, Michigan State University is investigating a possible hazing situation.
The incident took place at the Theta Chi fraternity house on Abbott Road, and a video is drawing the attention of both students and administrators.
Zach Priest has been working this story today. He's here for you now with more.
Thanks. MSU says they have received multiple reports pointing to a hazing incident at Theta Chi, and this is one of multiple hazing incidents at Michigan State in the last few years. We stopped by Theta Chi this afternoon to see if they would comment about the allegations. Not surprisingly, they didn't have much to say.
I got no statement for you right now.
We spoke with a legal expert on hazing who says national fraternities are complacent.
The national fraternities are, supposedly doing things to prevent it, but they know which fraternities are doing it, and they know exactly who's doing it. They know how to stop it, and they're not stopping it.
The national chapter of Theta Chi said in a statement that hazing goes against its mission and has no place in the fraternity experience. But Eastlick, an expert witness for many fraternity-related cases, says not only are the fraternities responsible, but so are the schools. He says universities are too afraid of losing donors.
Schools should be basically throwing the individuals out of school who are perpetrating it. But the schools, it's not our fault, and they're afraid to get rid of the fraternities because the alumni contributions will stop.
Video of the alleged incident has been posted on social media, but we don't have approval to show it. One student we spoke with has mixed feelings about the incident.
My initial reaction is a bit shocked, although it's not that crazy. I mean, I've heard of a lot of crazy frat rituals.
Eastlick also warned those engaging in hazing may face severe penalties.
There's a federal statute that they're trying to pass and get signed by the president, which basically makes it a felony to haze.
And according to an MSU spokesperson, the Office of Student Support and Accountability met today to discuss the incident, and they say that a decision will be issued tomorrow. Back to you.
All right, Zach, thank you very much. The Sheriff's Office in Ionia County wants your help tonight finding a missing man in Easton Township. Take a look. This is Joseph Daniel Dean. He left his home on Blue Water Highway, and his family has been unable to reach him since. Joseph is schizophrenic and has not been taking his medications. He is 5'9", weighs about 150 pounds with brown hair and brown eyes. The number for the Ionia County Sheriff's Office is on your screen. Please call in a tip if you know anything that could help bring Joseph home safely.
Well, there is a lot of confusion in Jackson tonight after 12,000 letters were sent out to homes across the city.
The subject line said, "Your water service line material is unknown and may contain lead," and it has a lot of people worried.
Nick Simons spoke with city officials and homeowners, and he's here for you now to break it all down.
Sherry, Siobhan, the letter said unknown material, but as city officials say that if you got one, there's a pretty high chance that your house has a lead line. It's part of a new statewide effort to let people know where their water comes from, but city officials admit that the wording is confusing.
We know which ones we've replaced through replacements, and we have very good records about what the other materials are.
So why did the letters say unknown material? It's because state regulations say that a city cannot legally confirm it's a lead line until a crew checks it out. Still, Jackson only sends letters out to houses where they suspect there's a problem.
Because their service line is most likely made out of lead, we had to send them lead safety information.
The city says that people with lead lines have been notified about the problem already, including a water report mailed out this summer. But a few people I spoke with were caught off guard.
This is the first we've seen of these letters since I've been here. I've been here 5 years.
One homeowner we talked to said that he moved in this spring and spent a lot of time replacing all the pipes to make sure that it was safe for everyone, including the kids. He called the city about the letter, but didn't get a lot of info back.
I asked if it was just the piping in my home or if it was their supply lines, and they said that I should be good, but there was no.
Now, that uncertainty has turned into fear.
Seeing what happened in Flint them years ago with their water, ever since then I've just been using bottled water.
It means that I'm not going to give my kid any water from the faucet until I have more of a definitive answer.
Jackson officials say that it may take 30 years to fix the problem.
By that point, I won't even be in the city because 30 years is the time of a mortgage.
Probably going to be dead and gone by then, you know what I'm saying? Like, that could affect our children's health, more so than our health. Then they really need to get this done because our children are our future.
City officials want to stress that they test a few dozen faucets around the city every year, and they've never found a lead level high enough to cause concern. But doctors say that any lead can be dangerous. If you're worried, test your water and buy a filter. We'll have links for both of those up on our Scene on 6 section of WLNS.com.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, despite the warm temperatures today, it didn't feel all that warm outside as we had a lot of cloud cover around, and it has been a little breezy at times today. Overall, though, the big thing that is coming on the way down the road, we've got much colder weather and cold enough for a rain-snow mix or some wet snow by Thursday. Until then, though, it's kind of a slow cool-off as we drop from the 50s into the 40s as we head into tomorrow. Fall's a great time of the year when you get the mild temperatures and you get mornings like this. Just a beautiful sunrise out there from John and Charlotte. Love those kind of mornings where it's not all that cold but kind of crisp and you can really enjoy it. I expect to see some snow pics later this week, hopefully, and if you snap some of those, be sure and upload those on our website, WLNS.com/share. Thumbs down from Sherry and Siobhan on the snow. I'm with you there. A little early for me. In terms of snowfall reaching at least 2 inches, computer models say there's a decent chance on Thursday, 40% chance that 2 inches of snow will fall from the sky. But how much will actually stick to the ground? Because temperatures are marginal. I mean, we're going to be in the upper 30s for highs on Thursday, and that's just too warm for anything too significant to cause problems. But my biggest concern probably will be the morning hours on Thursday as we're near the freezing mark. Then we could have a few slick spots on some bridges and overpasses. Satellite and radar quiet for now. As we look at precision cast, we've got rain on the way. Cloud cover thickens back up tomorrow morning, and then rain overspreads the area during the day. As this system begins to wind up, there's some cold air aloft, and it'll probably change to snow, especially across northern lower Michigan. But you see how this low is just pinwheeling around the region, so it is entirely conceivable that we could make it through this system with very little, if any, in the way of. Assuming at least some snow showers move in, though, the prospects for some snow accumulating, mainly on grassy areas, would be a trace, maybe as much as an inch, but I think we're at pinwheels to the north, northern lower Michigan, and then to our west is where the more significant chance of seeing an inch or two of accumulation, so very low risk for us. McLaren Cam this afternoon, cloudy skies, temperature mild though, 58 degrees, today's high 63, a little over 1/10 of an inch of rainfall. In Grand Ledge, cloudy skies, temperature at 58, morning low is only down to 49, rainfall total very light, 0.04 of an inch. On the Jackson Cam, little hint of sunshine on the horizon, but it's gone now. 56 the current temp after a high today of 63 degrees. In Hillsdale, our current temperature with cloudy skies at 54 degrees and almost 0.2 of an inch of rain. Other numbers around mid-Michigan, everyone mild, sitting in the 50s, and tonight it's going to be a mild night with low temperatures only down to 42 degrees. Mostly cloudy skies tonight, cloudy skies and rain tomorrow. We'll probably reach our high around noontime and then we'll fall a bit, so rain continues through 5 o'clock. The 6-day forecast for Thursday will say rain, snow, but it could easily go wet snow, but there won't be a lot of it. Temperatures in the 40s. Hopefully the showers out of here for Silver Bells, but it'll be a close call. By next Monday, more rain is in the area, and then late next week, it gets cold. Highs near the freezing mark for Thanksgiving, and some snow showers for Black Friday and on Saturday. And that could stick because obviously it's a lot colder then.
Right. Okay. I mean, okay. All right.
You got your sled. I saw your Christmas decorations are already up, so
Oh, yeah.
she's ready for snow.
They were going to be up November 1st, but my husband didn't like that.
Oh, well,
They sound pretty, though. I can't wait to see
they're
them.
up now.
All right. Well, you know, Silver Bells in the city, as David said, is almost here, and 6 News is kicking off another holiday tradition, and we need your help.
Yes, we want to recognize remarkable women here in Mid-Michigan who make a difference for their families and for the Mid-Michigan community.
And to make a submission, just click on the Remarkable Women section of our website, WLNS.com, and tell us all about the remarkable woman in your life.
We will pick 4 women and profile them during Women's History Month in March. You have until December 20th to nominate someone.
Well, coming up on 6 News at 6, we'll tell you how Governor Gretchen Whitmer is reacting to the election results. That's after the break.
Stay with us. That and more still to come.